We're going to go ahead and take a look at synthetic division now. It's another way to go ahead and divide, and sometimes synthetic division works. It does not always work. Now, synthetic division works when you're dividing by x plus a number or x minus a number. Synthetic division would not work in this because we weren't dividing by an x to the first power plus a number. It was an x squared. So the only way to do this problem was with longhand. But we can use synthetic here. Now, we have a half box again, just like we did with the longhand division, but it's facing the other way. What goes in this half box is always the opposite of what's after our x here. Well, the opposite of our -5 is +5. Now, what goes after our half box over here are just the numbers of this right here. Well, what's the number in front of our x squared? That's a 1. What's our number in front of our x? That's a -2. What's this number here? That's a -15. Now, with synthetic division, we only do two things, add and multiply, and then just repeat. We're going to take the 1, add what's underneath of it, and we get 1. Now we're going to multiply. What's in the half box times what's down here. That tells us what to put in this box here. So the 5 times the 1, 5. Then all we have to do is add. Add down, and then we multiply. 5 times the 3 is 15. And then we add down, and we get this. Now, we did this problem a little bit ago, a few slides back. So here's that problem we did a few slides back. Now, notice this 0 right here ends up being the same as our remainder. So the last number here is your remainder. These right here, well, these right here end up being the numbers for our quotient. So that's our quotient. So in other words, we would have our quotient of being a 1x plus a 3 with our remainder. Now to be able to, this is the last number here is always the remainder. Then this would be your number without x's, and then this would be your x to the first number, and then if there was another one here, that would be your x squared, and then you go farther over, and that would be your x cubed, and so on. That's the way synthetic division works. So let's go ahead and do that one here. We have our x minus 2, so we'd take the opposite of that, put that in our half box, which would be a +2. Then we got to take the numbers from here and put it in down here. Let's see, we got a 1, we got a -4, we got a 6, and we got a -4. By the way, if you were missing any terms, you'd have to put in a 0 as a placeholder. So if we didn't have any squareds right up here, we'd have to put in a 0 to hold that location. And then once again, all we do is add and multiply. We add down, multiply the 2 and the 1, tells us what to put here. Add down, multiply this and this, tells us what to put here. Add down, take what we just got, times what's in the half box, tells us what to put here. We add down, we get 0. So we get a remainder of 0, and this is our quotient. We'd have a 2. Then this would be what's in front of your x to the first power. And then this would have to be what's in front of your x squared then. And so that's our answer. That's our quotient, that's our answer, that's our remainder. That's synthetic division.